Them notification bells gonna be dinging all day. Ding, Dirty's live. Ding, damn it, Dirty. Ding, Dirty back at it again. The hell was wrong with Dirty, man? Send Cal, man. Just want you to know I appreciate you, bro. Oh shit. So what's going on with you? I'm about to have my midday session before I get on the road, man. You said you got to keep up with productivity, man. Man, I feel that 100%. I need to keep up with my lighters. That's what I need to do. I can't keep a lighter for shit. Boom. So this is, hey, Sid Cal, you already know. You already know he's only strong as a captain, man. And you know what? That's why the Dirty Nation is a collective of misfits. Hold on. Misfits and weed smokers. Unless I become a sex symbol or a rock star. Hey, but Sid Cal, some real shit. I appreciate you. I appreciate the way that you interact with all the other subscribers too, and everything. Look at you, playboy. But since I spent a lot of time in front of this computer, smoking, obviously, I'm like, there shouldn't really be a session. I mean, of course, I'm gonna have sessions to myself, of course. But if I'm in front of this computer and I'm blowing, I don't care if it's one blunt. I'm on it. I'm on it. So we're gonna talk about the origins. Where did dirty come from? The basics. But y'all don't know. I don't think y'all know. But for starters, I was born in Sacramento. I was really born here. Second, I'm really from my hood. Third, I said, third, you can't help where your mama stay. Wherever your mom move, if you're not of age, you got to go or find your own. So a lot of my childhood, I spent bouncing around with moms. So all that did was allow me to live all over Sacramento. I lived in every part of Sacramento except the east. So my origins was destined to be a 916 state of mind because I didn't just live in one hood. I didn't just do one thing. And I didn't just always do the right thing. I was born in Kaiser. I sometimes get confused which one. I'll be having to ask my mom, like, Mama, what hospital was I born in? Well, I mean, not what hospital, which one as far as like, because there's two Kaisers. There's two Kaisers in Sacramento, north south. I think there's one in Rancho too. I mean Roseville too. But I was born in Kaiser in Sacramento, and I think it's the South area one. I was born in the one in South area, Casunas. I'm not Casunas, but South Kaiser South. It's at the old Roseville Hospital. Damn. I know Roseville Sutter. I know there's a Roseville Kaiser. Because they want to on Sunrise. Let's see, Sunrise. Go all the way up. Bam. Sunrise. Straight down. Sunrise. Bam. Sunrise. That's Sutter. That's Sutter. Now they might have had a old. They probably did have a because there's hella land right there, so it probably was a hospital there. Is it so? It's right where the old Sutter. So is it right where the Sutter is now? Because I do know where that. I do know. Matter of fact, what you talking about? I got a trip today. And that's a trip, man. Going to Reno for me is like going to the mall. It's like going to the mall. But I ain't went to Reno in. That's what I went to Reno. I went to Reno. I ain't been to Reno in like 2 months. So it's a trip. Before Douglas. I'm trying to think where before Douglas. My mom used to stay right there too. Fort Douglas. Hold on. Reno is probably like an hour and 45 minutes. Hey, shit. How far is Reno? Oh shit.
The drive from your location to Reno is 125.8 miles.
Okay. How long does it take to get to Reno?
There's light traffic from your location to Reno, so it should take 2 hours and 19 minutes.
2 hours. Or Dizzle, yeah, you had a hard life. You had a hard life. You like me. That's why we clicked. You done had a hard life, man. It ain't hit. Yeah, and who the fuck is mine to preach to you, man? And your life been just as hard as mine. We don't wear that shit though. We try not to wear that shit on our sleeves. But the truth of the matter is, we seen some shit that's unnormal. Hell, you run over people. That's that's unnormal. So anyhow, man, I've lived in Sacramento pretty much my whole life, and then there was a time where my mother moved us to the mountains. Then we stayed there. Then we moved back to Sac. We stayed in the mountains for probably nine months in Quincy, or probably like damn near a year in Quincy, and then damn near like 9, 10, 11 months in Portola. Like 9, 10, 11 months Portola. Then okay, back to Sac. But it never really truly left. Never really truly left until recently, like when I started traveling in 2016. As far as my situation, you can safely say for the first time in a long time, like I'm happy. Like I'm feeling full. I'm happy. Two people killed in Solano yesterday. Let's see. Two inmates killed in Solano yesterday. Solano prison. Four accused of killing two. Let's see. No, that's Vacaville. Oh no, well that's Solano too.
TV is home to more than 50 classic TV shows each week.
Yeah, that's why television was invented.
Watch MeTV, now on over the air 3.2, Comcast 374.
So it says two afternoon attacks at CSP Solano and Vacaville were believed to be related. Two inmates stabbed Mizara Navocano in the neck and the back in a yard at the Sacramento area prison shortly before 3:30. Less than a minute later, two other inmates in the same yard stabbed George Banos in the neck, chest, and back. Guards used blast grenades and pepper spray to stop the attacks, but both men were pronounced dead about 20 minutes later. Damn. Did you call that that's a double? That's a double. It says four suspects were placed in the hole. So that was two people. Both of them got murders. The odds of that happening, 5 dead in 1 week. Ugh. The odds of that happening though, two people get hit, and both of them die. That's 100% fatality rate. You don't see that. Motherfucker might fight for his life or something, but two people go, like both of you, four people going. Both of y'all know we about to go shit. I'm about to get a murder. No, I'm about to get one. Watch. And you got that means that you got murder on your mind. Some people be stabbing people. Like, I'll be honest. When I stab people, I didn't have murder on my mind. I didn't have murder on my mind. I had a sense of duty. I had a sense of duty to fulfill, but I didn't have murder on my mind. But when it's two people, like, and a lot of mine was like in riots and shit. But when you going on a mission, like to stab somebody, you didn't already made your peace with whoever. Like you didn't made your peace. Like you got 17 years left. This they said one of them has 7 years to do. I mean, he had he went to prison in 2017 and was serving a 13-year sentence from Sonoma County for voluntary manslaughter and enhancement for committing a street gang act in the commission of a violent felony. He had 13 years, violent crime. His shit was gonna get he was gonna get 80%. So off of that 13, he was gonna do 11 years. Take he been locked up since 2017. So 2017, 2018, 2019. So that's 3 years. So that's 11 and take away 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 8, right? 8 years. He would have been home in 8 years. Now he never going home. And guess what? California still got the death penalty. There used to be a law that said if you kill somebody while you're in prison doing life, then you get a death. Another dude, Cruz, 30 years old, been down since 2013. He's serving 17 and a half years. So off of that seven, so that's 18. So he had to do probably about 16 years off of that. Take away 8 years. Yeah, about 8 years. So he would have been, man, look, he would have been home in less than 10 years. There have now been 3 inmates killed at state prisons this week. On Monday, 2 inmates attacked Richard Prito on an exercise yard at High Desert. Prito was serving a 22-year sentence for attempted second-degree murder. Oh yeah, they thumping, but that sound like that's shit. They thumping. That's the reality of prison. That's why I don't go back to that shit. Cool. Oh, let's get back to Herb Dizzle, man. Let's get back. We need it. This is a follow up of Herb Dizzle. So Herb Dizzle say, he said, it's day to day. She called it quits. Yesterday she called it quits. Today she leaving her husband, moving here. Whoa. Hopefully, hey, Herb, for real. Hopefully she's the one. If she called it quits, that means that's a step in the right direction. One of them was a non-violent offender. That's fucked up. Man, that's fucked up. I think over time, after being in prison so long, I became numb to that. Like murder, people dying, like you would hear about it, but it would look. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This ain't even a story, but this is experience. There was a homie in Old Folsom. His name was JB or Junebug. And he was OG. He was from LA. He was a blood. He had been locked up like 30-something years. Like 30-something years. And he used to always play dominoes, and he was a yard crew worker. He used to always talk about when they let him out, what he was gonna do, because he was feeling like they was gonna let him out. So one day, I'm coming back from Canteen. I'm about to go. No, I'm coming back from a visit because I didn't went to the yard. Because in Old Folsom, you can leave visiting and go to the yard until yard recall. So I went outside and wasn't nobody back in. So I mean outside. So when I came back in, right, I seen the police with the gurney run up the stairs. They put somebody on the gurney, and the thing is, JB had been in that cell dead for a hell of long. And the police is supposed to do like checks. They're supposed to do like routine security checks. But in this building, Old Folsom, the dungeon, which is 5 building, man, them cells go hella far back. I'm talking about when you walk into 5 building in Old Folsom, to see to the back of 5 building, you gotta do this. You gotta like squint to see all the way. Like in 1 building, 2 building, and 3 building, the tiers go down to like 32 cells, 31 or 32. But in 5 building, it used to be death row. In Old Folsom, 5 building used to be death row, and there was a hanging room right next to connected to that building because they used to hang people in Old Folsom. Like they have a hanging room. Is there ghosts in there? Hell yeah, hell yeah. But in 5 building, it'd be so dark, so dark. And the cells are doors, and all it is 2 little holes, like 2 little hole slots. And people used to tell me like they used to see eyes like peeking in the hole slots. But sometimes it might be the police trying to catch you on the phone at nighttime, or shit, it might have been a ghost. But man, they're supposed to do security checks in prison. And if you're supposed to move, like if you ain't moved a couple security checks, they supposed to be like, hey, what's up? You all right up in there? They didn't do that. Junebug had been dead all night and all morning. They brought him down the stairs. He was already stiff, like rigor mortis already set in. And the reality, like I was just talking to him yesterday on the yard, and now he dead. Like, damn. Oh, well, let's go back to the room. What's on TV? Oh, football. Let's go. Yay. So over time, you become desensitized and you understand that's a part of life in prison, man. People die. But to see somebody murdered, like fighting for their life, being murdered, man, that image sticks with you. That image sticks with you. That white boy, man, look. When these white boys killed Cricket, man, they stuffed him in the dishwasher. Being involved in that in any form or fashion, that shit was traumatic. That was the first time I cried in prison. Wait, was that the first time? That was the first time I cried in prison. Shit. Y'all want to hear that story? Y'all want to hear that story? So let's just go. Hey, you know what? Hey, Jason, YouTube blocked your comment, but I'm going to show your comment. Hey, Jason. Hey, on everything. Look, stories, I mean, smoking weed and talking shit, being funny, that's what we do. But we also go where it go. Like we might end up going to prison, but we about to parole out that bitch hella quick before like after the story is done, it'd be like release day, we out of here. We going to somewhere else. So sometimes you might just got to go with it. But anyhow, so this is what happened. So I'm at work, right? I'm at work in the kitchen, inside prison, whatever. They say, man, them white boys done fucked up the white boy up in the front because you got a scullery in the front part of the dining hall that where they wash the dishes and shit, and then you got the kitchen in the back. So I was in the kitchen in the back, and word came back like, man, don't go to that scullery up front because they didn't fuck the white boy up. I don't know nothing. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay out that motherfucking scullery And I'm shit. So count time come. When count time clear, they gotta open that door and let us up out that kitchen back to our building so we can go shower. So next to you know, I'm not looking. I'm out the door leaving the chow hall. I'm not looking over at this scullery. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. All I know is the look in everybody's face is like, I don't even know. The look in everybody's face is like this. Everybody is spooked. Ain't nobody talking or nothing. When that door open, we out of here. So you hear the count time bell. You hear the announcement over the microphone. Count clear. They open that door. We was out that kitchen. Bam. He was gone. We got to the building. I went into the building, went to man, look, everybody ran into the shower. There's 6 showers. It was all the white boys, all the blacks, all the Mexicans, everybody. Because everybody that we don't know what's going on. All we know is it's a mass panic to get to these showers, right? Some of us want showers because we know whatever just happened, we ain't gonna get a shower for probably like 2 days because we going on lockdown for sure. So we trying to, but the other ones is trying to run up in that shower to get that DNA and shit up off of them. So soon as I think I was in the shower, I still had soap on my body. You hear the alarm. Next thing you know, you hear it seemed like you just heard keys, just nonstop keys on the yard because the door was open. So you just heard keys of police running by the building and then put keys of the police running up in the building. They running up in the building. Soon as they run in the building, they start pointing at the showers. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Man, police ran at every shower. They snatched us all up out. Some showers had 2 motherfuckers in it because niggas was trying to get wet. So, man, when they snatched us up out the chow hall, about the showers, man, all you see there was motherfuckers being escorted out the building. They let us put boxers on, but it was motherfuckers being escorted up out the shower with their boxers barefoot with soap still on them. And I was one of them, but I had some shower shoes and I ended up getting my t-shirt. So I was cool at first. So I'm in my t-shirt and my boxers. They got us up on this chow hall, like lined up. They got us lined up on this chow hall. And one by one, they start interviewing people. But before they started interviewing people, we don't know what's going on in this chow hall. But we seeing flashing lights, like it's the camera. They taking pictures. We thinking they just didn't beat this white boy up. That's it. That's what I'm thinking. He might be in there asleep or something. I didn't think the white boy was dead in that motherfucker. I had no idea. So what happened is when he died, man, they stuffed him in the scullery. I'm talking about the scullery is a big ass dishwash machine that the dishes, you put the dishes in and they be coming down the conveyor belt. Man, they stuffed them in there. And the only way they found them is because it was a blood trail that was coming out the bottom of the dishwasher, kind of like going to a drain, but the drain was a little ways away from where that blood was leaking up out the scullery thing. Man, they started interviewing people, right? They called me in the office. They like, you going down for murder. I said, man, I don't know nothing. They was like, man, look, you going down for murder. I said, look, man, I don't know nothing. I don't even know why you playing with me. Why is you playing with me? I flashed. I had a flash cry. Like, I got so mad, I started crying. Like I don't know nothing. I don't even want to be here. I'm cold. I got soap on me. I'm naked. Man, I'm not feeling it. So they put me back outside. When they put me back outside, I was like this. The homies was all handcuffed on their knees, and they looked over at Dirt. They looked over at me. They like, Dirt, man, what's up? You good? I was like, yeah, man. Man, they was in there tripping, man. They was in there tripping, right? Then the homicide come by. Woo! I'm like, oh, shit, this shit is real. This is not a dream. This shit is real. So anyhow, what ended up happening is they put like all the blacks and Mexicans and everybody that they knew obviously wasn't involved. They sent us all back to our cells. But them white boys, man, they did something I had never seen before. They sent white boys to like, they'll put a white boy on this yard in the hole, a white boy in the hole in Soledad, a white boy in the hole down south, a white boy in the hole and old folk, they split everybody up. And then after they got rid of them, then they started rolling up all the heads of white boys. That shit was crazy. You know what else is crazy? I just realized I ain't got no more blunts. That's crazy. That is some bull. Wow. That's all bad. No more blunts. All right, let's get to some of these questions. Boss Master, what's happening? Bird 702 Eastsider, what's happening, man? So that's why this live right here was called the Origins. It's called the Origins, not where I was coming from, all that, but the origins of the Dirty Nation. And and why subscribers came to my channel in the first place. It was obviously for the stories. And sometimes in life we kind of like we get away from what got us here in the first place. And it's probably part of a natural maturation process, but sometimes you get away from it. You get away from it. And what it is probably be circumstances change. The circumstances change. But I'm feeling like I need to get back to what really like brought everybody like to the Dirty Nation, right? Because I just please believe I got hella stories. I still got stories. I just got storied out. I wanted to tell other people's story. Now I'm about to tell more of my own. I'm gonna tell more of my own. I'm gonna leave that for them other people. I'm gonna still do interviews and stuff, but I think for the next like till I get storied it out again, I need to get on back on my shit. Back on my shit. Cause these numbers is cool, but I don't do the YouTube for the views and the numbers. The numbers is nice though. The numbers is nice, but it's just like a ego thing or a pride thing. Like you get your numbers is nice. Your number, you could be like, you'd be cool. Some people cool with 30 people on a live. Some people not happy with 50 people on a live. And then some people got lives that got like 1,000 people in the motherfucker. So if you want to get your ego deflated, then go look at them and see how a live is really supposed to run, how numbers is really supposed to be. So me, I stay humble. That's why these 19 people, I talk to y'all like y'all 19,000 because each and every one of y'all means something because y'all taking time out of y'all day to come have fellowship with the Dirty Nation, with each other, all this shit. I appreciate that. I want all y'all to know Boss Master, Dizzle, Jason, Sin Cal, Bird, Young by the way, all y'all. Shout out my moderators too. That's right. You said how to do fit in the dishwasher. Shit, man. I don't know. I mean, it's an opening. I don't know if they put them in the part where the dishes go in and then turn it on and his body just. I don't know. Or did they just because there's a side part too where if you lift it up, you can get right to the middle of the dishes. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is he was leaking. So this is what happened. Like they got these can openers. They got these can openers that's hella big. I'm talking about to open them big ass prison canned goods, like cans of peaches and shit. When you hit when the thing comes down, blam, then you open that motherfucker. Well, that thing is heavy as shit because we used to use that to break into the carts. Like the carts got a master lock on it, but that can opener was so heavy, we was able to blam hit the lock and open up the carts and steal all the food and shit. But they hit him in the head with that thing. He got hit in the head with that motherfucking can opener, and his shit split like a watermelon. Bam! Matter everywhere. Yeah. The homie that ended up going down for that, man, they gave him hella time. But yeah, they gave him hella time for that one there. Being Gucci, yo, what's good, bro? I fuck with your channel. I'm a student at Salem State University. I do computer animations. I was wondering if you needed help with your channel. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I was just talking about you earlier, and you don't even know. I was talking about you earlier. Check me out. My email is curty92679 at Gmail. curty92679 at Gmail. And actually, I do need help and I do have ideas and and my Instagram is Dirty Weather. So whichever one, but holla at me. What's your take on the chaos going on at USP Lee? USP Lee. Let's see. USP Lee.
According to Wikipedia, the United States Penitentiary, Lee is a high-security United States federal prison for male inmates in Virginia.
FBI investigating after one person injured in USP Lee fight. That was on the 16th. Yeah, I don't see nothing about it. Oh, USP lockdown. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, January 11th. USP Lee. GD, what's happening, man? Let's see. Yeah, it's something going on at USP Lee. I don't know though. There's something about the air conditioning unit. It's freezing and they on lockdown till March. I don't know. That's in Virginia though. Maybe Def will talk about it. MS-13 blasted a Mexican mafia nigga. MS-13. Well, that's MA. But I thought MA was Mexican mafia. Curty 92679. Yeah, man. So we about to parole. We about to parole from prison now. We about to get back to Herb Dizzle and the girl with the husband and the two kids with the baby that's his. Hey man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta get ready for this trip. I appreciate y'all coming through. This is my second live. I probably had like two more today or something like along the way. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. Being Gucci, get at me. I got an immediate idea written out right now. All right, man. It's been real in a minute. Dirty Weather. Go.